Hello. So today's focus is going to be on glutes, which if you engage the glutes, it can help to support the lower back if you have any lower back issues. So it's going to be a shortish sequence, but just focusing on our glutes. It's quite a large muscle. So we'll come straight in to hands and knees. So spreading out the fingers. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are hip distance, and we'll just take a couple of cat-cow stretches just to loosen up the spine. So relaxing the belly down towards the mat, exhaling, rounding out the back, inhaling, looking forwards, exhaling. One more, inhaling and exhaling. So coming back to your neutral spine, so neither dipped nor domed, and then extend the right leg back behind you. Tuck the right toes under, so you're stretching out through the back of the leg, and then lift the leg high, drawing in the belly, and then tap the toes down to the mat. So lift and then lower, squeezing the glutes as you lift the leg and lower. We'll take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg lifted, the knee lifted, and then bend at the knee, so drawing the heel towards the bottom and then extend. Again, keep engaging the glutes. And again, we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that knee lifted, knee bent, foot pressing up to the sky, and little pulses. So lifting the thigh, lifting the knee, and again 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg and then release the left arm out in front, just coming to your balance. Taking the gaze to the tip of the mat, pressing the heel away, and then release the left hand, release the right knee, coming back to your all fours position. So this time extending the left leg back behind you, toes are tucked, pressing the heel away. Also drawing in the belly, using the core muscles, and then lifting the leg and tapping the toes down. So lifting and lowering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and holding the leg high, squeezing the glutes, bending the knees so the ankle comes towards the bottom, and then extend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that knee bent, foot pressing up to the sky. Squeeze the glutes as you lift the top of the leg. Little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee down. Extend that leg out long. Mustn't forget the balance. And then release the right arm out in front. Breathing in and out through the nose. And now we can take the hand down, the knee down, and sink the hips back towards the heels, coming into a child's pose. Breathing in and out. And then pressing into the hands, lifting back to all fours, and then tuck the toes under, send the hips high, coming into downward dog. Breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe giving the head a bit of a shake, just pedaling out the feet. And then start to walk your feet up towards the hands at the top of the mat. Folding over the legs, just take opposite elbows sending the sitting bones up towards the sky. And then release the hands onto the shins, lift the chest. Place the hands onto the hips, press into the feet and come all the way up to standing. So heel toe your feet together at the top of the mat. Standing tall into your mountain pose, and then we'll come into chair. So imagine you're sitting back into a chair, keep the belly drawing in, reaching the arms forwards and up. So weight is into the back of the foot. Might be able to lift the toes away from the mat. And then we'll lift up onto the tiptoes, so lifting the heels away from the mat. Keep sinking low. And then reach the arms forwards. Place the hands down on the mat, release the heels down, coming into a forward fold. Walk the hands a little further out in front. If you've got blocks, you can place the hands onto blocks and then sweep that right leg back behind you, keeping the hips square. Pressing the heel away and then lower that right foot down to the mat. Reach the arms up to the sky, coming into high lunge. Start to lower the back knee down towards the mat and then lifting back up. So lower and lift for 5, 4, keep squeezing the glutes, 3, 2, 1. Lifting back up, bring the hands to the heart center, send the chest forwards, lifting the back leg away from the mat, coming into your warrior 3. And then step the right foot to the top of the mat, coming back to your mountain pose. So we'll do the same on the other side. So sinking the hips low, sweeping the arms forwards and up into your chair position. Option to lift the heels, coming up onto the tiptoes. And then reach the arms forwards. Take the hands down to the mat, releasing the heels down, just coming to a forward fold. Take the hands a little bit further in front or again onto your blocks and then sweep the left leg back behind you, pressing the heel away, keeping the hips square, squeezing the glutes to lift the leg, and then take the left toes down to the mat, reach the arms up to the sky into your high lunge. So we'll take the dips on this side, so lowering the back knee down to the mat, squeezing to lift up, lower and lift. We'll take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring the hands to the heart center. Take the chest forwards over the front leg, peeling the back toes away from the mat, squeezing the glutes, coming into your balance. Back leg is lifted. And then step the left foot to meet the right at the top of the mat into your mountain pose. So take a big step out to one side and then turn the toes to sort of 10 to 2. And then take the knees wide, tracking over the toes, sinking the hips low, coming into your goddess pose, reaching the arms out to shoulder height, joining the thumb and first finger, and then lifting the right heel away from the mat, and then the left. Maybe both. And then release. Start to straighten the legs. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer. Bring the hands to the heart center and then lower down into your yogi squat, sinking the tailbone down to the mat and then powering up, squeezing the glutes, coming back to standing. So we'll lower back down and then power up the glutes, come all the way back to standing. Step to the top of your mat. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinging from the hips, folding forwards. Take the hands down to the mat. Step the feet back behind you, coming back into your downward dog, just pedaling out the feet, shaking the head yes and no. And then release the knees down, untuck the toes, come back into your child's pose. Start to walk the hands in towards the knees, so you're lifting the torso, coming up to a kneeling position, and then drop the hips over, swing the legs all the way around. Scoot the hips up towards the heels, and then come all the way down onto your back. So have the feet about hip distance. You can just about touch the backs of the heels with the tips of the fingers, palms facing down. And then tilt the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, press the feet into the mat, start to lift the hips away, coming into your bridge pose. And then slowly lowering all the way down. When the hips drop down, just drop the knees from side to side, windscreen wiping the legs, and then bring the knees back to center. So if the feet have drifted, just bring them back again, and we'll go up into our bridge again. So tilting the pelvis, squeezing the bottom muscles, lifting the hips as high as you can, and then maybe lifting the left heel and then the right, and then both heels, squeezing, and then releasing the heels, come all the way back down. Again, just drop the knees from side to side, little windscreen wipe, and then bringing the knees back to center, tilting the pelvis so that the arch of the back just drops down onto the mat, squeezing the glutes, pressing into the feet, coming up into your bridge. And then option to lift the left leg, keep lifting the hips high, and place the left leg down, lifting the right leg, squeezing the glutes, and lowering back down, and then coming all the way back down. When the hips drop down this time, bring the knees into the chest, take a little roll from side to side, and then rolling all the way over, coming up to your seated position at the top of the mat. So just crossing the legs or come to a kneeling position, and then reach the arms up to the sky. Bring the hands together, back to the heart center, tuning into your breath. And then take the thumbs to the space between the eyebrows, inhaling, exhaling, bowing forwards. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'll see you next time. Thank you.